my two old guys, and I have to lift it up, otherwise they start eating. And these other guys are waiting already too. Furry animals. So yeah, hi guys. Isn't this a beautiful sound to hear the munching of all the horses? I have news, and I thought, you know, should I release this in the membership section or should I release it for everyone? And the thing is, you know, the ones who have followed my life, and all my cell phone shadows in my face, the ones who have followed my last life, you've heard about Apollo and the tumor that is on his upper palatal and that's growing in his nose. And it's a plasmacytoma. And unfortunately, they don't have a treatment center here in Vancouver. It's kind of crazy. And, you know, treatment, I mean, I told you I'm already $6,000 in just to find out what it is. And treatment here in Canada, either Calgary or Victoria, $20,000, and you have to stay there for 3 to 4 weeks, so plus hotel and everything. Same thing in Portland, Oregon, and then there's one place, it's a university, and university, it's not that bad. It's a little less, only a little, but it's worth a try, especially since the oncologist that we've been working here with in Vancouver has trained there and learned there and has a connection to the oncologist there, and she has already spoken with her about Apollo. So that's where I'm going in just a few days, guys. And I decided I want to take you with me because it's going to be kind of crazy. I was really depressed and I'm like, I don't have $20,000 plus hotel plus drive lying around because it's winter time and I have to buy a lot of that, and hay is expensive, right? So I was like, how do I do that? And then I decided I'm just going to go there. It's the first consultation, that's what they do, and then they said if they start treatment, they start treatment a week later or something. So I have to be there for about a week probably, and I'm like, okay, I have to take the 3 Westie dogs. How do I do that with hotel and everything? And hotels were like $150 US, I don't know what that is, over 200 Canadian or more than that. And so I found an option, which I really, really like anyways. And it's great with the dogs because you're flexible and you don't get in trouble with hotel rooms and stuff like this. Renting an RV here in Canada, they have a special winter rate, 99 Canadian per day, and any size of RV. So I was able to rent a motorhome, Wohnwagen in German. I have some German viewers, 30 feet, for $99 Canadian per day. So that is so much less than like 200 something dollars Canadian for a hotel. So I'm going to pick up the RV tomorrow and then I'll show you. And I want to take you on that trip. I want to take all my viewers on that trip because so many of you, they care about the doggies and you've been part of my life, right? I'm talking to you every day. I mean, I'm talking to my phone, my camera, but when I'm doing these videos, I have all of you in mind. I'm talking to you, all the people, you know, we're chatting, reading the comments, answering the comments. I've gotten to know so many of you and your lives and where you live and where you are. So that's why I thought, you know, you've written me so many heartfelt messages after the live for Apollo. So I thought I'll take you on that journey. For the other ones that are here for volcanoes and don't want to hear about that, I get it. Then just, you know, I'm of course releasing all the volcano and natural disaster videos as usual, but this video is for the ones who are interested in where I'm going. And I think we can do a little bit of sightseeing on the trip, maybe look at some volcanoes and look at some areas. So maybe you're interested in that. Let me know. This is my update, and part 1. Part 2 is about to follow. I have to continue with feeding the rest of the horses, my mares. So I'm going to leave those guys alone for now. They don't eat me. They still also have a good amount of grass to eat in the other areas of the pasture, so they're not getting too much hay right now. So this is great, right? It's still warm enough. They're still a little bit growing. So let's check out the girls. always glad when they're not here yet, because then I can go inside and can spread out the hay without them running and escaping from here. So I can leave that open. There we go. They know what's going on. They can smell that. Hey ladies. Hey guys. Don't fight. Just a little bit. That's Bazaar. He's a gelding. He's always bossing around his girls. So girls, enjoy. See you tomorrow. All done. All went well. Everyone's still where they're supposed to be. And guys, is this Murphy's Law or what is this? Always, if you are in a rush and need to get things done, and I'm already late, we need to cross the border and we need to make as much way as possible, because the appointment for Apollo is tomorrow at 1 p.m. in almost Idaho. And yeah, so they weren't open to pick up the RV on a Sunday, so I have to do it today on Monday. Tuesday is the appointment, and so not before 1 o'clock. So we wanted to go pick up the RV, and battery's dead for whatever reason. So I wanted to charge the battery, plug in the charger. I see my outside plug at the house doesn't work anymore. Movie people seem to have fried it. Don't have time to check the breakers, if that's just the reason, I guess. But I always have extension cable, so I'm charging it from inside the house. So good thing there's Uber to pick up the RV, but it's annoying because that car needs to move. I need to park the RV here so that I can load it. So things like this always happen usually, and they always happen when I'm in a hurry and when I need it the least. But I guess you know that, guys. So continuing. Reveal! Ta-da! This is how we're getting to Apollo's radiation treatment. 99 Canadian dollars per day, winter special, versus close to 200 Canadian dollars for a hotel in the United States. So no, it's easier with the dogs to travel. I don't have to leave the other two guys in a hotel room while we have to go to the clinic to get radiation treatment for Apollo. So this is way easier, more flexible. Yeah, and I just love RVing, and it's cheaper, so this is really great, guys. So check this out. It's a 30-foot RV. So guys, check this out. Let's go inside. So this has actually a slide out, but there's enough space without the slide out. The slide out is going that way. So there's a sofa. That's the cap. And there's a bunk over cap, which I don't need. And yeah, nice dinette, sofa, and again the slide is in, and there's a sink, there's an oven, there's a microwave, there's the fridge, and there's the bed. That's the view from this side, and then there's a bathroom. This thing is not parking level right now because my car is in the way. So I think this is better than a hotel room. I really, really like this. And the doggies like it too. So way easier. I can drive this thing right to the clinic. The other two doggies are in here while Apollo's having his treatment. Can wait on the parking lot. So yeah, very, very convenient. Let me know, guys, what do you think? First time inspecting the RV. Guys, what is this? Huh? What is this? Does it smell okay? Huh, Apollo? Oh, pollution. So, Woody, that's it. That's it. You're not driving. First stop here just to get some groceries, and Apollo is sleeping. And now we had to get some groceries because you can't bring anything across the border. So we're in Bellingham grocery shopping. So guys, I'm just at the gas station and needed to get some Red Bull and to test my credit card, whether it's still working with the PIN, because I had to change my PIN, and that was a scare because I'm in the US right now. And I'll have to tell you the story once I'm back in the RV because it's really ridiculous. But I'm traveling at night now to make my way. I'm just after Bellingham right now, and we want to get after Seattle to avoid the cluster F there that usually happens during daytime. And then we have an RV park, Issaquah, or how this is pronounced, so that we're through the worst and can hopefully get to Apollo's appointment tomorrow at 1 p.m. At the border of Idaho. So I have quite a bit of driving ahead of me, but then I'll tell you the story. So yeah, gosh, I'm so tired. I wanted to tell you the story with the credit card. So I was shopping groceries in Bellingham and I want to pay. And it's asking for my PIN number, and it says 2 tries left, as if I had punched in the wrong PIN number one time already, which I didn't. So I punched in my real PIN and it said, nope, wrong PIN, you have one last try. And I'm like, that can't be. I mean, I haven't changed my PIN, nothing. So use the PIN again, and nope, your card is now declined. I'm like, this is the card that I need to pay for Apollo's consultation treatment on Tuesday. And I just, as a coincidence, I only called my MasterCard company to tell them that I'm traveling in the US. You have to do that because otherwise you pay a few times in the US and they think it's fraud because it's not Canada, and then they block your card and then you have a problem, right? So I called and I said, I'll be in the US, so don't block it, yada, yada, yada. So, and then they told me I had a nice woman on the line, and she said, you sound so stressed. What are you doing in the US? And I'm like, my dog is sick of cancer and the treatment's like $20,000 and I already spent $6,000 on finding it out, and I don't know, it comes at the wrong time, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm just going there and see how I manage. And then she said, would it help you if I approved your credit card limit? You're pre-approved for an increase. I'm like, oh, yeah, that would help. So she said, oh, I'll increase it $5,000. And I'm like, yeah, that would be great. So, and she was so nice, and she's like, bless you, and I hope the best for your doggy. And $5,000 doesn't help for the whole treatment, but it's a start, right? And I decided, let's go there and do the consultation and everything they need to do. And then we go from there step by step. So yeah, and then I called the credit card company after shopping in Bellingham, and then they said, yeah, your card is blocked now. You can only use it for $250 a day. And I had a freak out. I'm like, no, I'm doomed. I need to pay a big vet bill. Because they said that the consultation, the CT scan that they do there again, because they have to do the CT scan with their CT machine so that it matches their radiation machine. It's roughly $2,500 US. That's over 3,000 Canadian. I'm like, I need to pay. And then I was like, oh, God damn it, right? And but the good thing is, that's why I was at the gas station. I can change my PIN online through online banking and then verify it at an ATM. And this is what I did, and all is fine. So that was the story. So 1:30 a.m. we have arrived in Issaquah, or how that is pronounced, RV park. And we have to leave again tomorrow at 6 to make it in time for Apollo's appointment. He's lying here. I have my charger cable. He's here, and Woody is sleeping here. and Eddie's going to drive tomorrow, right, Eddie? You will drive. Yeah, so probably 3 hours of sleep because I need to release another Iceland update video. I'm really tired right now, but the boys did good, really good traveling. And it works well with these RV parks. I made a reservation and I said we're coming late. So there was an envelope. They told me where the site was. Pull through site. Everything's ready. And Eddie wants to leave again. Yeah, Eddie, huh? Everyone in one seat. What's going on here? We have arrived at the veterinary hospital. Guys, if you knew what that is, you wouldn't look so excited. But you don't have to go there. Little Apollo does have to go there. Right? Pullman State RV Park. Nobody here. Nobody. Just some freak from Canada. So Apollo just came, I just picked him up back at the vet, and he's still very, very sleepy because they had sedated him again, huh, Apollo? He's still a little groggy. Still a little groggy. So guys, check this out. I have my Starlink here, and then I have the router in here, kind of hidden, and then the electricity is coming from here. There's no other way to do it because if I can't get that cable into the RV to protect the router. So yeah, I should not forget to put that back in when I go to sleep. And yeah, basically over there, that's Pullman, and in that direction is the university, basically only 4-minute drive away from here, and there's still nobody else here. So it is what it is. Yeah, so what they did today, $2,100 US. What is that? 3,200 Canadian or something like this. So I was like, I spent 10,000 Canadian dollars so far without having any treatment yet. So just finding out stuff that we already know, doing stuff double. And you know, I don't blame them, I understand. But from my side, it's like 10,000 Canadian before we haven't even started. This is insane. It's really, right? I mean, what can I say? We go from day by day. This is a picture from inside the vet clinic, and you see the freak outside with a RV, but everyone was laughing. They found it quite funny that there's a Canadian RV on their parking lot, so it was making quite the rounds between employees. They were really nice. So this is Rudy. Then we have Eddie here. And Apollo, he's drinking now. He's waking up from his anesthesia. But yeah, Rudy's looking at me while I'm making this video. So yeah, the consultation today. So what they did is, first they said we do a general wealth check. So they took him in, and they do this when you can't come with them, right? So then they came back and they said, yeah, we heard that he has a heart murmur, which none of the other vets heard. And so they said, we should check his heart, like a heart angiography or something. No, not an angiography, but ultrasound or whatever they wanted to do, to see if he can get sedation, because he has to be sedated, anesthesia every time he gets radiation, and he needs the radiation. Instead of first they said 10 times, now they say probably 15 times. And then they said we heard something in the lung. I did x-rays about a week and a half ago when I already spent 6,000 Canadian to get a diagnosis. And they said, yeah, but on these x-rays, it looks like one lung collapsed. And we would recommend to do the x-rays again. I'm like, oh, how much is that? 500 Canadian. And they said, yeah, we would really recommend this because they said they really heard something very, very strong in the lungs and that there's nothing in the lungs. Okay, so I said, do the x-ray, do the heart thing. And then they said they need to do a CT scan again. So then they worried me a little bit and they said, you know, if he goes into cardiac arrest, you want us to CPR him, revive him? I'm like, yeah, please. That scared me. So I was really nervous. I had a bad feeling, but I got him back. So x-ray, all good, all clear. The heart, it's a light heart murmur, which is normal for a dog his age. So CT scan, it doesn't look like the tumor has drastically grown, but they need to send it to a CT radiograph specialist or something that measures it. So then I'll get other results. So that means waiting. And I said, when can we start the radiation? Because now I'm here. I've rented an RV and organized the farm and everything. And they said, yeah, well, if we can do it next Monday, we really have to hurry up. It could be like December 9th or even after Christmas. I said, today's November 26th. I'm here. I've organized everything. It was quite the drive, really. So they said, yeah, unfortunately, the radiologist is not doing a schedule before the weekend. So if we are able, because you're a special situation, you're here in an RV with the doggies, if we're able to start on Monday, we can tell you before the weekend. So today's Tuesday. So what do I do all these days here, not knowing whether I can really, it makes sense to remain here. So that's a little bit, I was hoping, okay, consultation today, let's start the radiation tomorrow. But, you know, if we started Monday, like I said, today's Tuesday. That's an additional week of rental costs for the RV. But, you know, I was so lucky. There's no snow yet. It's like 3 degrees Celsius plus. It's not super bad. So I'm lucky. Let's start this, right? And now they said it's going to take probably 3 weeks, not 2 weeks. And not the 10 treatments. So I'm just like, I didn't even ask, how much is this, right? We'll just start. Poor Apollo is suffering, and we go from there. So I was thinking that maybe since there's no snow and the roads are good, that I'm driving around, exploring the area a little bit and take you with me, make some YouTube videos about the area. It's an interesting area, I have to say. So I guess I'll have to sleep over it, but maybe starting tomorrow, that's what I'll do while, you know, just we're sitting and waiting. So that was my update, guys, and I now will go back into the RV and make another update about Iceland and also Campi Flegrei again. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.